Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachahak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone in love and peace and salutations. To hopefully like brothers out here pushing the truth across the four corners of the globe, to your sincere sisters. All right, that are watching, I want to say shalom, as well as the Israelite foreigners that look like unto the other nations. I want to say shalom to you as well. Today I'm going to go into the subject of just being a brother. You know, I know this is some milk, but you know, this was just on my spirit this morning because Satan really, man, right now is trying to divide. You know, I'm talking, and I am talking to GMS. I don't really give a damn about these other camps, man. They ain't teaching right, no way. All right, I'm talking about to the brothers at GMS, you know, and the brothers that look at GMS and follow the doctrine. All right, the true doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to, you know, just talk to us, you know, about being a good brother to each other. All right, we have to be good brothers, man. We gonna need each other in these times to come. All right, to help, you know, keep us lifted up, you know, on point, you know, just to have somebody to talk to, you know, we're gonna need that. All right, so that's not void and unvalid. All right, we got to really look at where this world is going and who is really, all right, teaching this truth and is a real brother, you know. So I'm gonna give my first scriptures is in Proverbs 18:24. It said, "A man that hath friends must show himself friendly." All right, and this ain't for the world. This is for the hopeful elect, the brothers out here that are really trying to serve Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says, "And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother," and this is true. You know, I'm just fortunate that I got, you know, my brother. I got a real brother in the truth, as well as a son, you know, that's in the faith. You know, the Damashapat. You know, that's my brother. So, you know, the Lord, you know, use him to teach me the word, you know, and open up my eyesight. You know, it's the Lord, and we know it's all the Lord, but everybody don't have that. It's some of us got the brothers that's in the world, all right, but the brothers that's in the truth, man, we're closer than those brothers that are in the world. All right, why? Because we care about your soul, we care about your salvation. All right, we ain't out here doing nigga shit and acting like niggas, man. You know, we hold each other accountable, man, with the scriptures. All right, even and giving great advice to things that are going on in the world. You know, so that's the good thing of having a brother around, man. You know, somebody that's like-minded, that's teaching the truth, just like you are. Because right now, Satan, he wants to drive a wedge between brothers, man, and get them all disconnected and make them actually dysfunctional, so to speak, man. I don't like him. I don't like his attitude type shit, you know, and it don't be nothing but Satan, man. You know? So we just gotta, really fight hard in this thing, man. You know, and make sure that we're being the brother that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai wants us to be. I'm gonna get my next scriptures. Or matter of fact, I'm gonna go to 17 and 17 and 17. It said, "A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." My brother is the one you're gonna find when you're going through problems, man. He's the one that's gonna help you out. All right, he's gonna filter everything through the scriptures, man. And there's no better way to do things than the filter everything through the scriptures. You're supposed to know how to treat the scriptures tell you how to be a friend, how to be a brother, what to do, what not to do, man. Everything is covered in the scriptures. And if you're abiding in the scriptures, man, you're really going to live this type of life. Because you can see this world is going freaking nuts, man. This is chaotic. It's chaotic out here in this world, man. And the Lord is about to do something. And these people really going to come down on the true men of the Lord. They're going to come down on us, man. All right? And you're going to need that brother, that friend to be around. If you're by yourself, you can reflect on the times when you were together. You know? But this world is in chaos, man. And this brotherhood is all we got. All right? We got to treat this thing that we have pressure, like with pressure, pleasure and pressure, man. It's like my thoughts are slipping. You know, been a rough week at work. Precious is the word I'm looking for. This thing is supposed to be precious unto us, man. All right. So you just got to keep doing what the scriptures is asking you to do, as far as being a true brother. All right, a true brother, man. That's what it's about. Being a true brother. All right. I'm gonna go with Psalms. I think it's 133:1. It said, yeah, this is it. A song of degrees of David. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. All right, that's a good thing when you're like-minded and you're in unity, man. Man, that's man. There's nothing. That's a good thing, man. Pleasant. All right. What do I say? When you catching a vibe with your brother, you know. There's nothing more precious, man. That's the only time I really have a good time in this world, is when I'm around brothers. You know, because this world, man, this place sucks. This place sucks, man. America, this world fucking sucks, man. So just hold on to the good times you having with your brother. Verse 2 said, it is like a precious ointment upon the head, that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, and went down to the skirts of his garment, as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew of descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. So this brotherhood was a precious gift that the Lord has given unto us. All right, let's not take it for granted. Let's not get caught up in ourselves, man. This is a thing of charity and giving. You know, so you ought to do the best you can. You know? I'm going to go to, and then the scriptures, you know, in Matthew, it tell us how to treat each other. So there's no stone unturned on how to be a brother. All right? To the next man, to your left or to your right. Because you ought not be hanging around too many niggas. You know, only time I see really being around niggas is at work. Other than that, my life is either I'm with my kids or I'm, you know, with the brothers. That's it, man. That's what my life consists of. I don't do too much, you know. I'm going to go to 1 John. Then I'm going to go on to Matthew's. This is 1 John. It's 1 John 4:20. It said, if a man say, I love Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and hated his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love Yahweh Bashem Yahushua who he hath not seen? And this don't mean that you just gotta hang around every brother you meet, you know. You know, some brothers you run across, you shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatah, and that'll be it. All right. You know, you love them, man. You treat them like a brother. Even there's brothers I don't know, you know, that came out here to Indianapolis, you know, and I'll treat them just like I've known them for years. You know why? Because that's what the Lord has required us to do as being a brother. As well as I went to different little places, man, and I've got treated like a brother, man. Like some, you know, brothers know how to treat each other, man. True brothers know how to treat each other, man. It's no question. It said, and this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth Yahweh love his brother also. So if you got love, you say you love Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and you grudging and don't have a dislike for the brother, man, you need to check yourself at the door, man. Because the scriptures also tell us how to deal with each other, man. Like, I'm going to go to Matthew's. Matter of fact, we just go there now. You know, Matthew's, I think it's the 18th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Verse 15. Matthew's 18:15 said, moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go ahead and tell him his faults between thee and him alone. Now, sometimes you'll get, you know, so like, a little under the weather, you'll get advice on how to approach a situation, you know. But you have to go to that brother alone, man. All right, because that's what the scriptures say. Because sometimes you can hash it out just talking to each other, man. It could be a small miscommunication thing, you know. I'm gonna read this again. So moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, that means sometimes, man, you're gonna go off with a brother, man. We're not perfect out here, man. You might say the wrong thing at the wrong time, man. So if you trespass against him, man, you need to go apologize to him, man. It's to go to him and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother, you know. If he's willing to listen, which every brother should be willing to listen. If a brother's coming to you humbly and he wants to talk to you one-on-one, you should be in a mind frame and headspace to talk to that brother. Verse 2, but if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. So you can, if sometimes, some situations are a little deeper, so you got to, the brother ain't trying to hear that, and you got to go get somebody else, and that way a lot of stuff would be a lot more edification is going to come out, And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican. So if you don't really accept a brother's apology, all right, man, yeah, man, you can't be a part of this brotherhood, man. Because why wouldn't you want to accept your brother's apology? So I'm not saying this is happening. I'm just putting this out there because it was on my spirit this morning. Because Satan really wants to divide the brothers up, and he wants them to wants us to hate each other, man. And any way he can creep in, he's going to do just that, I'm going to get John 13:35. And it reads, I'm starting 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also may love one another. All right? So you have to love your brother, man. And love don't mean just, just drinking wine with him all the time. Love means, hey, if he's going off, you correct him. All right? Studying with him. Simple phone call every now and then. That's how you show your brother that you love him. Verse 35, it said, By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. And that's what separates us from the rest of these world. Because these people in the world are not your real friends, man. They're not your friend at all. All right? They want to see your demise. They want you to come out there and smoke a blunt with them. All right, they want you to come out there and do commit robbery or commit adultery with them, man. They don't want to keep you on the straight and narrow. All right, they want you to destroy yourself. The true men of the Lord, they're going to tell you, hey, man, we can't do that. All right, whether you want to hear it or not. So that's what separates us. The love that we have, all right, it separates us from the love that the so-called love these people have in this world, man. Because they don't love each other, man. They hate each other. If they loved each other, they would be telling each other the truth of the scriptures, man. All right? I'm going to get my last script and I'm going to close this out. This is in Ecclesiastes, chapter 4. I'm going to start at verse 9. And it reads, 2 are better than 1, because they have good reward for their labor. So you want to be around a brother pretty much continually, man. Because you start dragging off to yourself, there's no one to say, hey, bro, that's not cool, or to be edified by a brother. He could just be in the spirit and just talking to you, man. I've been in the car where a brother just started talking, and it was just getting edified spiritually, man. Sometimes he's speaking on the problems I'm having, don't even know. Let's just be the spirit, man. So it's good to have another brother around you, man. It said, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up. All right? You'll just be out there, man. Ain't nobody going to correct you. Ain't nobody going to help you get back on track, man. Nobody going to do a video with you. Brother see, get to slacking on their videos, brother. They do a video with them. You know, are we doing all that we can to make a brother feel like a brother? All right? Are we doing all we can to make a brother feel like he's a brother, man? So with that, Lord willing, let me see. I'm going to keep going. Verse 11 says, again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? All right? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken. All right? So the better off the brotherhood it serves a purpose. All right? This is just not something that the Lord just saying. This brotherhood, it serves a purpose, man. All right? And this is a precious thing that the Lord has allowed us to be in. All right? So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edified. I'm going to give all praise going on to you. How about Shem Yahushua? Bashim Crocodile Shalom.